And now, part 4 of our 5-part series on how to buy a car from home. Today's lesson is about financing and finalizing the numbers before going to the dealership. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Billy the Car Kid. I am a car buying expert and I love spilling the dealership tea. So like, follow, and share, guys, because this one's a good one. If you're buying new, of course, there's going to be manufacturers incentivized financing, and this is going to be much lower rates typically than you can get at your credit union or bank. So if you qualify for those and you are buying new, I always advocate that you go for it. It's extremely hard to beat any of the rates incentivized financing from the manufacturer is going to throw at you with your local credit union or bank. Just remember though, if you're using incentivized financing, it usually means that you left some money on the table in the form of a rebate or a discount. So don't sell yourself short. Check out what the rebates and discounts equate to and what the incentivized financing saves you over the course of the loan, and weigh the pros and cons. Other than incentivized financing or leases, you're going to try and buy your new car and your pre-owned car very similar. If you've ever noticed, a vehicle that's a certified pre-owned, so it's almost new, is going to get very close to the rate you are going to get on the brand new one, if not the same. So I always try and leverage my financing with the dealership in order to get them to come down on the price. In other words, I'll say, hey, this price looks really good. We're really close to a deal. Is there any way, if I used your financing, that you could drop the price a little bit? Of course, they make money on the financing and sometimes they will acquiesce. Now, you can argue with the dealership and tell them you want a lower rate, negotiate, go back and forth, see what they come back with. A lot of times, if you say you're not buying the car because the rate seems high, they'll miraculously have a lower rate. But if you don't want to go through any of that, which I don't blame you, I would just agree to the rate, provided I got a discount on the vehicle in some way, shape, or form, and I felt comfortable about the price. I really don't care about the rate, to be honest with you, because I'm just going to leave and refinance it anyway if I think they're up to something. So, guys, don't waste a bunch of time going back and forth. If you can't get the rate you want and it seems fishy, but you like the vehicle and the price, simply agree. Don't give them any indication that you're going to walk right out the door and refinance the loan. I've said this in other videos. You can basically use their contract as a temporary contract and never pay a stitch of interest that they're trying to charge you. Just walk out the door because you signed the papers that gave you the permission to leave with the vehicle. Go down the street and call your lender and get the better rate. Now you've capitalized on the discount from the dealership and you're getting the better rate that they wouldn't give you or they lied about. So let's say you agree to the dealership financing and you do their credit app on their website. A lot of you don't understand quite how that works. Well, let me break it down for you. Basically, the dealership is going to take that credit app and the deal structure, the deal you worked out with them over the phone, and the out the door number that you agreed to, any down payment that you agreed to, and they're going to send that deal structure off to many banks that work with your type of credit, with this type of vehicle. Here's the part a lot of you don't know. The dealership is actually going to get back numbers from each and every one of those banks. Every bank is going to give you a different rate, different terms. Some will give you the same as other banks. It just really all depends. That's why a dealership will always say to you, we can't really tell until we run the credit. What they don't tell you, even if one of those banks that they sent your information to came back with a 5.99, but they make more money off of the 7.99 that this bank came back with, that's the one they're going to try and sell you. They're going to call you and say, hey, interest rates are up. Would you do a 7.99? And that's simply because the dealership is going to make more money off of that. That is it. No other reason. And then when you say no, they're going to have those backup different rates that you got approved for in order to say, well, wait, let me talk to the bank. Hey, I got a point off. This one's still better for the dealership, but not the lowest rate that you got approved for. So now they're going to go to bank Z. And what they really like to do is keep you right at that middle rate or that top rate, right? And then when you come in, they're going to ask you if you want to buy a warranty. And if you decline that, it's 90% of the time going to be because the payment's getting too high. So now they're going to take the rate you've already been approved for and drop that rate in front of you and go, hey, what if I can get you that rate? Would you then buy the warranty? And you're going to go, whoa, the payment came down. You got me that rate just now? No, you got that rate with your credit and your hard work. You're being deceived by an asshole. So basically, we do all of that over the phone if we want to fight with the dealership for a better rate. That's why I totally recommend saying yes to them and then walking out the door, calling your credit union who will be straight with you and upfront and doesn't play these stupid games and give you the best rate. No doubt in my mind, I'm going to have finance guys and salespeople saying sometimes the dealership can get you a better rate. Yes, when it's incentivized manufacturers financing, for sure, and there are times when they can get you a point better, but it's very rare they give it to you if they don't have to. And it's not worth the struggle. I'd rather just go right over here where they're honest and don't do shady shit. Stay tuned for our last video, buying the warranty and gap at the dealership. This is game day, guys, so all of this has led up to this moment. We have our finalized numbers, we have our interest rate. Now it's simply a matter of going to the dealership and going through one more gauntlet, which is the finance guy who's gonna try and sell you a few more things. Stay tuned, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to handle that. As always, thank you so much for the support. Please like, follow, and share for more.